It's summertime and we can get many days of hot weather, and we all worry about our plants. But the best thing you can do is observe your plants and watch for signs of stress. Those signs of stress include sun damage of the leaves. They'll kind of fade out. You'll see drooping leaves, and you'll also see burn marks on your foliage. And when you see these signs, the best thing to do is water, then water, then water again. And another thing you could do is mist the foliage, and that won't harm the plants. Some people think that it acts like a magnifying glass, but that isn't true. The droplets are right on the foliage, and there's nothing that could happen to it. The droplets would have to be suspended above the foliage to act as a magnifying glass and then damage the leaves. And if you think about it, when it rains in nature, you don't see any damage on foliage. And don't forget those hanging baskets and the containers, because those will dry out the quickest. If they do dry out, it's really difficult to rehydrate them.
And if you do have those plants that are getting stressed out, if they're in a pot or a container, you can move that container into a shady area, either up by the house or in the landscape that's going to give it a little protection. And if you have shrubs that you can't get protection to, you can create some protection on your own by giving like an umbrella, or putting up like a 10 by 10 canopy over the top. Now just give it a little bit of break to keep that sun off of it. So if you are worried about some of your pots and containers on your patio that are drying out really quick, remember from last year we showed you how to fill up a big pool or a bucket full of water. You can take those plants and containers and just soak them in there, and that will rehydrate them. It's also important to remember to not bring those pots or containers into the house. The air conditioning in your house will actually stress the plants out even more.
Now that you have learned what you can do during a lot of heat, this is what you should not do. You shouldn't prune your plants, you shouldn't fertilize them, and try not to mow if you can help it. And then also, if you have new plants still in nursery containers, don't put them in the ground yet. Put them in the shade and make sure they're well watered. These tips will help reduce the stress on your plants and on you. We hope all these tips will help in the next hot spell.